guys, so here I am with Mask Monday as you can see, my mouth hasn't quite started working yet. It is such a grey and miserable day here. I mean, I shouldn't complain because when it was really cold I was like, oh please let it get milder, so because it's mild enough that it's rain, but it's one of those grey gloomy, it's not a Monday to start off with. I've got lots and lots of chores to do today, so I'm mostly going to stay in, I think. Anyway, let's get on with the reason that we're here. So I'm going to use my Mud Masky eye mask again. I'm working on this one. I'm about, I've got about half of it left now. And I'm going to go and use the Grace and Stella one again, the mud mask. I'm trying to think what it was called. Hang on. Meet Murgiskin's new best friend. That's all it. I was impressed with it when I used it last time, and I do feel the need. So here we go. I'm not sure that this is making any difference, but I decided to actually stick with and try and get the benefits, because it does say something about, you know, you use it for so many weeks and so many so many amounts, and you'll see a difference over time. I'm not putting that very well, am I? And I'm bad for, you know, using something 2 or 3 times thinking, oh, that's a load of rubbish, that is. And it goes straight in the bin, and I've just wasted, you know, whatever it cost me. I mean, it didn't really cost me because it came in a box, but I paid for the box. So yeah, it did cost me. Let's get that on. It's weird how it's got these like black lumps in it, but Sanverian, as they say, Sanverian. It was always one of my mother's sayings, that. No, that makes it sound like she's dead. Was one of my mother's sayings. Like, she's not. That is one of my mother's sayings. It's, you know, Sanverian. And then on to this one, which, if you remember, I was really surprised by. I thought it was much better than really any other clay mask I'd used. Whether that was because at the time my skin really needed it, I don't know. But I was keen to have another go. So let's just get this on. Stop yakking for 2 minutes and get it on. So there we go. It does go on really nicely. I don't know whether all clay masks, in my sort of memory, if you will, because I haven't used clay masks for a long time, they were always really quite chalky feeling. They were kind of almost dry. I mean, they were wet obviously because you could put them on your face, but they had like a dry flakiness to them, but this doesn't, so I do like it. Anyway, in other news, I had a really beautiful Valentine's card from Jean Louise, the gorgeous Jean Louise. If you don't watch her, please do go and have a look. She's one of the Mask Monday ladies. I'll try and remember to put her link below. I've got to put a few links below today, so let's hope I can get it right. She's been a friend almost from the beginning when I started the channel, and she has stayed a friend, and she really is such a lovely thoughtful person. She lives in New York, and I have great plans that when my daughter arrives or goes to New York, if she ever gets over there, if they ever sort out their immigration policy, when I go to visit, I totally want to meet up with Jean Louise. She's just she's a lovely person. So I had a Valentine's card from her. I didn't think to do that, you know. I don't do Valentine's very much. And then I had 2 beautiful cards from Penny, from being Penny B. Again, and the funny thing is, Penny, we could have been friends. We could have been friends forever because she actually lives where I used to live. We have so many shared experiences, and yeah, she totally, it's like, oh gosh, what's that film where, you know, people are constantly just missing each other? It's a bit like that for me and Penny. You know, our paths never crossed, but they must have just crossed by, you know, fractions so many times. But again, she's really lovely. She's a lovely lady. And again, I'll put a channel up if I can. Look at me, I always do this, rub my hands because I've got it all on my hands. yes, so they were really lovely to have. They sort of jollied me up. I get some lovely emails from you guys. I haven't been replying to them because I don't know, I've become a little bit funny about emails. But I am going to get, look at this, it's all coming down. I am going to get back on and start, you know, being sensible. Just because I read gorgeous emails from you guys doesn't mean that one of them that I'll open one day will be horrible again. So I've got to stop being silly. So I'm starting to get back on that. And I'm, you know, blessed when you guys write to me, and you do. And I can't tell you, I literally can't tell you how much it means to me. And I should tell you because, you know, as I say, I'm naughty for not replying to emails. Just because of what went down. Anyway, but an email I got from a lady who I didn't know, I mean, she'd watched my channel obviously, but I didn't know her, was so lovely and so inspiring. And in that email, she told me that she had written a book. And I thought, written a book? I love this. I love it. I mean, I know my ladies are amazing. I know that the friends I've made on this channel are clever and talented and gorgeous and funny and, you know, fill in the thingy adjective. But yeah, she said she would, you know, she'd written a book and it was being released. And I thought, I've got to read this. I've absolutely got to read it because I am a big reader. I love to read. So the fact that somebody had written something. Anyway, I finished it a couple of days ago and I loved it. It's called, can you see, Princess Mary, the First Modern Princess, written by Elizabeth Basford. Elizabeth Basford is a friend of my channel, a friend of me. I got it because, you know, it was a friend and I wanted to see what it was all about. I wasn't really expecting very much. You know, when friends and family do things, you think to yourself, well, I've got to show support. But, you know, is it any good? Well, I've got to tell you, ladies, it's amazing. I didn't know anything about Princess Mary. I'm of that generation that sort of missed her. Yeah, she's that little bit, she's not old enough to be like Anne Boleyn, you know, famous and have all manner of things written about her. But she's not young enough to have been of my generation. What an inspiring woman. I mean, honestly, I had no idea. I didn't even know she existed. I knew her brothers, of course, but I didn't know her. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not made up. It's not fiction. It's fact. It's real. And it's written so beautifully. So anyway, I have absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I devoured it. And that is another piece of knowledge now that I have, who Princess Mary is, was, what she did, you know, all that kind of thing. So I love books where I learn as well as enjoy. So I just want to give a shout out to Elizabeth. And let me hold it up again. One of our friends, one of our channel, one of us wrote this amazing book, which I got from Amazon. It's hardback. It's a real book, ladies. Elizabeth Basford. So quite an exciting little thing going on. That there are so many wonderful people on my channel, and you know, friends of my channel, and you know, so I thought I had to tell you all about it. In other news, I got my vaccination on Friday, my COVID vaccination, and people are going to say, how did you manage to get it so early? You're only 52. All I can say is that my trust, my NHS trust, are knocking it out of the park. I know some people, their trusts are nowhere near. The funny thing is, where I live, I'm right on the border of 3 counties. To the right of me, I'm one county. Ahead of me, I'm another county, and to the left of me, I'm another county. Now, when I first came, I joined one that way. But when my dad was ill, we discovered that because we were then under a different county, it meant that all the resources for him, all the help for him, etc., were actually quite a long way from where we are. Because we're literally right, you know, you can't get any further out to the edge of the county than we are. And it wasn't the best for us. So after we lost my dad, I decided to find a new doctor's. And I took some advice and I joined one that's that way. And they happen to be under another trust, and they just are knocking it out of the park. Now, my daughter joined a doctor's that's that way because it's on the way to her husband's business. And she said, you know, it's way easier for me, Mum, I'll just, you know, pop it. They are useless. They are absolutely, I'm not going to name the county, but oh my goodness, they're useless. I watch my son-in-law's family. I mean, some of his family members have got real health issues. And they haven't been invited for their vaccinations yet. And I mean, they're a heck of a lot older than me. Whereas my, you know, my trust, you know, did my mum, then X number of weeks later it was, you know, hubby, and now me. So, I mean, I'm blessed that I happen to be in that county. And all I can say, guys, is I'm sorry if, you know, if you're still waiting and really you're more worthy of it than I am. But, you know, it's just my trust are doing so well. So I went and had that on Friday. So that's nice to know that that's done. I've had a bit of sniffles since I had it, which apparently is fairly normal. Nothing major, just a little bit of sniffles. And apparently that's a good sign. So my daughter's wedding, St. Lucia, is all over the place because British Airways cancelled their flight to St. Lucia because there weren't enough people taking the flight after we've paid for everything over, you know, in St. Lucia. So now she's having to fly to Barbados and then take an internal flight to St. Lucia because almost every other company flies via America to St. Lucia, which would be great, except you're not allowed to land in America. The minute you land on American soil, you're considered to have entered America. You know, they don't have, some countries have sort of like a zone, so you get off the plane, and if you're not actually going into America, you never go beyond this sort of airlock, if you will, before you get on your next plane to go away. But they don't do that in America, so yeah, she can't get any of the flights that go via America. So we kind of frantically was scrambling around. She was amazing. I mean, I don't know how she kept her cool. I didn't do much to help, to be honest with you, but I don't know how she kept her cool, but she did. She's a tough cookie. And she found this flight. So at their wedding, they actually fly out, not the coming weekend, the weekend after. So we've just got to hope between now and then that BA don't decide to cancel the flight to Barbados. And she said the internal flight was so expensive because of course everyone is still just flying around over there, you know, it's not that they haven't had any problems. So yeah, that was a bit tense. But as I say, she's a tough cookie. She's one of these girls that just says, right, okay, this is the problem, what's the resolution? Whereas I'm the sort that goes, oh no, it's all ruined, and you know, has to moan in a corner for a day or two before I pick myself up and go, right, I'm not having this. So don't know where she gets it from. Lara ended up having to have a little wound on her head glued. She took a flying leap off a unit, landed on a drawer edge that was just slightly open, managed to. So we had a bit of pandemonium with that. There was blood everywhere. The boys were really frightened and upset at her bleeding. It was, I mean, it was horrible, but it was kind of cute because the boys were really shocked, and generally they're just like, oh, go away. Oh, she's stealing my toys. Yeah, because she's 18 months. But yes, so she had to have that glued. And again, you know, we got no complaints. I know some people have a terrible time with the NHS, and I have had things in my life. You know, when I lost my father, I really feel that it was mishandled quite badly. But touch wood, I have to say at the moment, I think they're doing a brilliant job, and they're sort of managing to spin all the plates, keep all the plates spinning. I think my thought for today is blessed, really. I do feel really blessed with the way things are going at the moment. It scares me a little bit, I have to be honest, ladies. I do feel sometimes like, you know, something awful is going to happen because we're being so blessed in other ways. But I'm trying to sort of stay upbeat about it. I don't know about you, but it's hard at the moment, isn't it, to stay upbeat about things. I just want to travel down to Cardiff to a coffee shop and meet up with Penny and sit and chatter and put the world to rights. Yeah, oh, you're blessed. So I do feel blessed today, but just worried that the other boot will fall. Anyway, this has now been on for its full 20 minutes and I'll go and wash it off. And I'm back. I have to say, I like that face mask. I was not expecting to like it. When it came in the box, I was like, but I do like it. I do feel fresh and sort of plumped, and yeah, I really think that that combination is working well for me. I'm going to put on a collagen, is it collagen? Yeah, super active collagen from Beauty Pie. I'm about to end my membership, or reduce my membership to Beauty Pie, because I sort of, there aren't enough things that I'm mad about, but there are a few things I like, and one of those is the collagen. I don't really know that it does anything for me, but it feels nice on my skin. And I think when lockdown is over, I'm going to see about getting advice on what order I should be using things and how often I should be using them. It's so complicated. It's so, you know, you just think, am I doing this in the right order? Am I doing the right thing? I don't know anybody else. I've got all these lovely things. I use them all, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm using them in the right order or the right way. But yeah, it always feels nice, collagen. And then I'll just put a bit of moisturiser on. I will be going out later in the day, so I'll be having to put a bit of the old makeups on at that point. Just so I don't scare the horses. Where is it? Where is my favourite? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm talking to you and trying to, you see, multitasking. First thing on a Monday morning, multitasking. Use some of my favourite squeezy green. Love this stuff, I really do. I bet it'll be a nightmare to get hold of because it comes from, I want to say Japan, but it could be Korea. It's one of these, you know, it's our style I buy it through. And I'll bet with the new, you know, restrictions and EU nonsense and Brexit and barriers, and I bet it'll take ages to come. So considering I've got not a huge amount left, I really need to get another one ordered, I think, or find something similar. So if anybody knows of anything, in fact, I keep hoping something will come in one of the boxes that's like it, but it's a sort of a watery, you know, if you look, rather than a cream, it's more of a watery type of thing. So if anybody knows one, I always wanted to try that. Is it Tatcha? They do a water-based one, but it's so expensive. And if I don't know if I like it, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. Well, even if I know I like it, I don't think I'll spend that kind of money. I mean, this one costs, it was about £20. A bit less, I think, than £20. And I've been really impressed with it. It really does feel like my water gets a drink. Oh my God. It really does feel like my face gets a drink of water. So yeah, that's my squeezy green. I don't know why they call it that. Squeezy green watery gel cream. And then I best put something under the eyes. And again, I've been trying this out, which is a Pure Ceramides Elastic Boost Eye Moisture Serum with a roller ball, which again is supposed to have, I'm pretty sure this is the one that's supposed to have collagen in it as well. I've been using this just lately. Can I say it's made a difference? No, I can't. But I am doing my bit. I am trying, and I've paid for it, so I'm going to use it. But again, this is a Beauty Pie thing. Hang on, there we go. Just give them a bit of a zhuzh, and that's me. So now I'm going to go and have a couple of gallons of water, because you know me, I love my water, and make a little list from my list of what I'm going to try and get done today. And that includes editing this and getting it up for you guys. And at the moment, the internet here is shocking. It took me 2 days to upload a video the other day. I hope you're busy, but doing things you like. I mean, we're all shutting. Girls, try and make sure you're doing something you enjoy, even if it's sitting in the corner with a nice mug of hot chocolate, a box of chocolates, because hot chocolate and chocolates, of course they go together, and your colouring books, and do a bit of colouring. Try and do a bit of sort of emptying the brain. I'm trying to do that at the moment, which is not very good because my brain is like, I've got the attention span of a goldfish. Anyway, I'm off. Take care. I love you guys. Bye.